Hello, my name is Jim. Welcome to my booktube channel about books, reading and stuff. A couple of weeks ago I did the A to L quiz. Now I'm following this up with the M to Z quiz. These will be literary questions or bookish questions, and the answers will begin with different letters of the alphabet. In this quiz I will give you 14 questions, and then I'll give you 14 answers. I can put the timestamps below so you can jump from question to answer if you so wish, or you can just go through the questions and then go through the answers. This quiz will be a bit trickier than the A to L quiz because you're a clever bunch and a lot of you got all of the answers correct on the A to L quiz, so there'll be a few more tricky questions this time. First question, M. In which city was Elizabeth Gaskell's Mary Barton set? In which British city was Mary Barton set? N. Catherine Morland was the protagonist of which novel? O and P. Which two animals went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat in Edward Lear's nonsense poem? Q. Which Q was the antagonist in Charles Dickens' The Old Curiosity Shop? And this was a vicious, ill-tempered dwarf. R. Who is the preeminent Georgian poet who wrote the Georgian epic poem The Knight in the Panther Skin? I've talked about him a lot on this channel. S. In Herman Melville's Moby Dick, which character is the voice of reason? T. How many of Ernest Hemingway's 10 novels were published posthumously? U. Which famous novel by James Joyce was published on his 40th birthday? V. What's the booktuber whose first name is Michael and whose initial is K? What's his surname? W. What is Ron's surname in the Harry Potter series? X. Where did Kublai Khan decree a stately pleasure dome? Y. Who is the protagonist in Joseph Heller's Catch-22? And finally, Z. What was the fictional character created by Johnston Macaulay? The answers. M. Mary Barton was set in Manchester. N. Catherine Morland is the protagonist of Jane Austen's novel Northanger Abbey. O and P. It was the owl and the pussycat who went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. Q. The antagonist of Old Curiosity Shop was Quilp, Daniel Quilp. R. The famous Georgian poet is Rustavelli, Shota Rustavelli. S. The voice of reason in Moby Dick was Starbuck, the first mate aboard the Pequod. T. 3 of Hemingway's novels were published posthumously. U. Ulysses was the novel that came out on James Joyce's 40th birthday. V, of course, Michael K. Vaughan. W. Ron Weasley. Weasley was his surname. X. In Xanadu did Kublai Khan a stately pleasure dome decree. Y. Yossarian was the protagonist of Catch-22. and Z, the character created by Johnston McCulley, was Zorro. If you like this quiz, you can like and subscribe below. You can also put your scores in the comments below if you so wish, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.